hello, hello, my friends. How are you all doing? Welcome, Glow and Polly and Cece. Thank you for being here, my friends. So, if memory serves, and lately it doesn't, I think I said I was going to share all the little notebooks that I made for my grandkids' Easter bags with you today. Hopefully, that's what I said because I didn't plan anything else. I got up a little late today. Um, I was finally starting to feel better from that week-long migraine, and then I get hit with a cold. And I should have realized sometimes when I have a migraine, it's because I'm going to get sick. So I should have thought about that, but I didn't. But I got sick, and I've got a sinus infection and sinus headache and all the fun stuff and the lingering cough. So anyway, I'm going to share these with you, show you what I made, and I can do it safely because my grandkids don't watch my lives. So we're fine. So let's start with the first one. Let me see. Should I zoom in a little bit? Let me zoom in a little bit. Hold on. Let me stand up and zoom in. Give me a second. Did it zoom? Did it not? Sometimes I don't think my. There it goes. There we go. That way you can see it a little bit better. Yes, Cece, thank you. I hope I feel better soon too. Oh, and Chloe, I'm so glad you got the card kit. Enjoy. Thank you, Chloe. I appreciate it. So, yeah, I hope I'm feeling better for Easter Sunday because it's not fun making breakfast when you feel sick. So, anyway, this was the first one I made. So, I went from youngest to oldest when I was making them. So, I made sure I didn't miss anyone. So, I used all Echo Park collections that I had in my stash. Um, I'd have to go back and look at which ones they were. I should have thought about that. Well, we'll look at them first, and then if I have time, I'll go back and look. So I made them real simple. I didn't do too much like fancy schmancy stuff, but I added some vellum on them, and then some of the stickers that were in that kit, some cut aparts. And really, this one's for the 1-year-old. So it's really just for her to scribble in, just for her to have fun scribbling. Because I'm going to get some, I have some crayons for the littler ones, and then I'm going to get some colored pencils, hopefully tomorrow, for the older kids. But then she has some pages here that she can scribble in, another little cut apart. And I thought this was the perfect size because a lot of those Echo Park collections have sheets of the 3x4 cut aparts, so they're perfect for this. And then a pocket. This has a pocket, so I might make some tags, and if I feel up to it tomorrow, and add those, but I haven't done them quite yet. In fact, let me see if I can find that collection. I mean, I know where all my papers are at. I just have to flip through where that one is. But I know they'll appreciate them and they'll like them because my grandchildren are just like that. Okay, so this is the kit. It's the baby girl collection kit from Echo Park. So really, with some of the scraps, I can I can make some tags using some of the paper in here. So I might do that tomorrow, maybe. Okay, where was I? And then like on this one, I added a sticker. It says, read me a story, tuck me in tight, tell me you love me, and kiss me goodnight. So this is for the 1-year-old, my little princess, the littlest of all my princesses. And then this cut apart says, sleep pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Beatles. And then on the backs of some of the cut aparts, I added stickers, just kind of depended. And here's another one. And what this was a, did we make one together already? I think we might have made one together. It's just a 4x6, and then I just scored it in half, folded it, punched out a little notch there. And see, I put a sticker there. This kit had some smaller cut aparts, so I put those there. And then on some of the, I didn't show you the other ones, but on some of the um, pages, oh, guys, words are so hard. I put some stickers so there would be some decoration on some of their pages when they're coloring. So I did that, like I think on every other page or something. It says, "Sweet girl." This one says, "Let her sleep, for when she wakes, she will move mountains and more." And that is what I know all my grandchildren will do. But my granddaughters, boy, they are strong-willed women from the get-go. And I'm grateful for that. Very grateful for that. Then here's another pocket divider. And for these dividers, I may have shown you already, but let me bring it out. I bought a punch just to punch these out to make it easier. Because I do have a die, but then I'd have to, it only cuts like one half of it, and then I'd have to like glue them together. And this cuts the tag, and you just fold it in half, or the divider. So this is for my littlest princess. This is Dream Big Little One. And then another sticker. And some more vellum. Oh, here's another one. That one, I just put some stickers there. Some pink vellum. And then I did put pockets, I think, on the inside covers, both inside covers. So this is for the 1-year-old. And then for the 2-year-old, he's a boy. I made this one. This one says, "Handsome, rough, and tough, my little man, bundle of joy, cute as a button, giggles, giggles, precious." And he is a bundle of joy. He's a bundle of energy, though. Wow. Oh, that child. So this is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And then again, I put vellum, little sticker on there. I kind of follow the same, well, I did follow the same pattern on all of them. Excuse me. So I did 3 sheets of paper. It's just 4x6 index cards cut in half. So I did 3, and then either a cut apart or a tabbed divider. And then on the middle one of the 3 notebook pages, I did put some kind of decoration, some kind of sticker. So, excuse me, I'm going to mute for just 1 second. Sorry, the cough was coming. Hi, Jenna. Welcome, my friend. I used my cinch, Cece. I got a cinch a few months ago, probably maybe last year even. I don't remember. But I hadn't really used it until recently. And then once I used it, it was like, I could make stuff. I could make notebooks. So I ordered a bunch of different colored of these wires to bind them with. And they come in a long, let me show you, a long strip. So let me pull one out. So I got 2 boxes, and so they're this long, which is, let's see, I think it's 12 inches. 11. They're 11 inches. Oh, like for a 8.5 by 11 notebook. So all you do is trim it down to however many you need. So for these, I needed 6, and so I just trimmed it down and made it work. Hey T, how you doing, my friend? Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. Sometimes I think, oh, I wish, sometimes I'll watch a video and either I'm not paying attention or they glaze over it so quickly that I didn't catch what it was they were using. So I have to kind of do a little research. So if you don't have to do research, better. I'll try and find. I can't promise today, guys, because I'm definitely gonna crash um, once we're done here. I'm tired. I actually slept late today because I wasn't feeling well. All right, and then I put this little sticker here, little train. What's funny is I know, half these pages are going to get torn out from the little ones, and that's fine. You know, I make it for them to have fun with, for them to color, to draw, to do whatever they want, and I'm okay with that. And they know I'm okay with that stuff too. They're like, "Grandma lets me," because they'll do something. Oh, what did one of them do the other day? And they looked at, and my, I think it was the 2-year-old was doing something, and my daughter looked at me, and she's like, "Mom, what was he doing?" Oh, he was jumping on the couch. Mom, why are you letting him do that? And I was like, he's fine. He'll be okay. He won't fall. I'm right here. And she's like, no, but he's on your couch. And it's like, so what? And she looks at me like, when we were little, we couldn't jump on the couch. And I said, yeah, it's just not that big a deal anymore. Grandmas let them jump on the couch and jump on the bed. The one and 4-year-old, the brother and sister that were living here, they loved going in my room and just jumping on my bed. I have a king size bed, so they loved going in there. Grandma, I want to go in your room and jump on your bed. And the 1-year-old would just look at me and say, Grandma, up. So I knew she wanted up on my bed. And they would jump up and down, open the curtains, look at the neighbor's house through my bedroom window. All the fun stuff that grandkids get to do at grandma's house. And another cut apart, and then some more vellum here, and a little pocket. So this is for the 2-year-old. And then this next one is for the 3-year-old, and she's a girl, and she's a very princessy little girl. She loves everything princess and mermaid, and she's just like that. So I had this mermaid paper, so I used this collection. And it says, how to be a mermaid: ride the waves, sleep in the reef, be friends with starfish, wear seashells, soak in the sun, and dance with sea turtles. So I thought this was perfect for her. Now this one, she can be rough and tumble, but she's also a little princess. She doesn't want her hair messed up. She doesn't want her clothes messed up. Everything has to be just so, just like her mother. That's how my daughter was. Like, my daughter was the kind, my middle child, who's this little one's mama, if the line on the socks wasn't just right, the fits we would have in the morning getting ready for school. Oh, God help me. But we'd fix the line or find other socks if those didn't work for her. So let's see. Then we have another cut apart. It says, seize the day. It says, I am a mermaid. That was a sticker I added. And what I am going to do is, if there were any leftover stickers, I'm going to put them, I'm going to cut the, let me show you what I'm going to do. If I can find a sheet. So for example, with the first book I showed you, there's leftover stickers. I will, have this backing, they can stay on there, but it's removable, they can peel. I'll find a sticker sheet that doesn't have too many left, and I'll take off everything and then add stickers onto there that I can put in one of those pockets. So they'll have some extra stickers to play with in their book. So I still have to do that. And Easter is this weekend, so I need to get busy. Then I added a little mermaid, save the mermaids. It was hard to choose which papers too. I mean, the cut aparts are gorgeous, but when I was choosing like the papers for the tabbed dividers, it was kind of difficult. So this one has a bunch of I called them mermaid crowns, and this says mermaid kisses and starfish dreams. And then be a mermaid and make waves. I like that. We come from a long line of women who don't follow the rules as far as what is expected of a good daughter, wife, mother, sister. It just no. And my mom was fine with that. My grandma was fine with that because they were the same way. And then some more stickers. I am a mermaid. Live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, drink the wild, wild air. So see? And then some more vellum. This was like kind of a gold shimmer vellum. And the vellum I got from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. Hi, Don. How are you, my friend? Yeah, the mermaid thing was really cute. And so this is hers. So that's the 3-year-old. Then the 4-year-old, he's an adventure all to his own. I love him. I love all of them. So this one was kind of that Disney theme, that Mickey themed. Oops. Vellum. And I used a red vellum here. Again, all the vellum is from the 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. And I'll try, guys. I'll try and remember to link to the Echo Park papers and the 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. I will do my bestest. And to where I got the wire binding. Okay, so see here I added some stars. And this says, hello, magic. Let's dream, wish, and have fun. Dream big together and love. Here I put a little banner that says adventure. And then this says it's a mouse thing. And so this paper in particular, I think there were a couple, maybe one or two, that they're Echo Park, but they're Cartabella. So it has kind of that textured feel to it. It's a little bit thicker. And then believe. And I do have to remind my children that when their children get these, they are allowed to do with them what they want. They can destroy them. They can leave them without anything in it. They can color in it, write in it, whatever they want. It's theirs. They can do what they want with it. So I'm here for the food. There's a little camera. I try to, thanks T, and Dawn, I try to put something handmade in for each of the grandkids when it comes to their Easter baskets, their Christmas stockings, and their birthdays. I just I want them to have something handmade by grandma, and there's no expectation for them to keep it forever. In fact, one of the things we're doing right now is this last weekend we spent most of Saturday at my mother-in-law's house going through my brother-in-law's many things and getting rid of either donating or trashing or selling a lot of his things. There was a lot of stuff that was just trash though. We made we took 4 truckloads full to the dump on Saturday, and that was just the garage. We haven't touched the living room that has a lot of his stuff, the family room, the other living room. We haven't touched his bedroom. So we still have to go through that, but his daughter's going through it slowly but surely. And I know it's a process for her, in case you don't know, my brother-in-law passed in January very unexpectedly. And so we're left still kind of going through things. So I told my children, when I go, just throw all my stuff away. Just get rid of it. You can keep 1 or 2 things. I don't want people to hold on to things in memory of me. I want them to hold on to memories, which is why I do these kinds of things, because even if they don't hold on to the thing, they have the memory of what I did. And I think that's 100 times more important than the actual thing. And I know sometimes it's hard for our hearts and our minds to make that make sense, but it's just, I don't know. You just got to do it. I think maybe because I've already gone through this. My sister died. Oh my goodness, so many years ago, 15 years ago. And so I went through that and I knew, and had the same thought process as I did. Don't be keeping stuff to remember me. You remember me without my stuff. So I kept two things that were hers just to hold on to, but everything else we um, went through and had her daughters go through. Okay, so I'm a little slower on this one, guys. Never grow up, and then another vellum piece and another pocket. So that's the 4-year-olds. Okay. Next is the 8-year-old, and he is an adventurer. He loves to um, like do stuff. He likes playing on his whatever it is game thingy, but he likes to like go out and do stuff, and that comes from both his parents. My daughter and her ex-husband are very good at co-parenting, and they make sure that he has experiences galore. So I thought I would make this one that has like all this adventure theme to it. So I used the blue vellum there. It says Bon Voyage. Wants his getaway, a little plane, because he likes it. He likes to travel, guys. Likes to go places. And then this has his favorite places to visit, and some stickers. Let's see, this has all these globes all over it. So I thought, and the fun part was as I was making these, I was thinking of them and the many um, adventures we've gone on. I've taken my grandkids places, and I look back at pictures, and I remember, for example, when we had just the 3 girls before we had any more grandkids. We would take them. We took them to Legoland. We took them to Disneyland. We took them to SeaWorld. We took them to the zoo. We took them everywhere. Once we started adding grandkids, it became more of a challenge to take all of them, both physically to get everybody in one car to go, and financially it adds up. But your Swedish, what is that? What is Swedish death cleaning? Is it anything like my mom did? So my mom started giving away her stuff to us years and years and years ago. She was probably 60. She's 90 now. And she started, she says, Mija, do you like this necklace? And I'm like, oh, yeah, mom, that's pretty. Here, it's yours. Oh, Mija, do you like this set of china? Oh, yeah, mom, that's pretty. Oh, here, it's yours. And she did that with all of us. And she just started. And I was like, Mom, why are you giving us this stuff? Wait till you're gone and then we'll get it. And she said, no, I want to see you enjoy it now. I want to see the smile on your face when you use these things now. I won't see that when I'm gone. And it was like, okay. So I know with my mom, we won't have a lot of stuff to clean out. Basically, just her clothes. That's it. She's not big on keeping stuff. That's probably where I get it from. Enjoy the journey. A little suitcase and some buttons there. And then this hot air balloon of a world map and more vellum. So that's for the 8-year-old. Then this one is for the 11, almost 12-year-old. She'll be 12 in 11 days. So, but she likes flowers. So I did this one, and she likes the pink stuff and the curly stuff too. So some pink vellum and some stickers. And then again, more of those note cards, and just adding stickers and cut aparts in between. And again, I'm going to add like extra stickers that I have for them to use and put those in one of the pockets. I'll also add some tabs or some tags in those pockets. So, and then some of these, so like this one says sending all my love. This was a 4x6 cut apart. So it was the size I needed. So when I cut it out, I just made it work. So when I folded it in half, you could see that. I checked to make sure that that would work. So that'll work for her. This one says, you have my whole heart for my whole life. They all have my whole heart. And then this one has hearts on the bottom. This was another 4x6 cut apart that I just made work. I folded it in half and then added the sticker to the back. It did have this little mailbox on the back. So, I mean, I made the cut aparts work where I could. And I was thinking for the older kids to put more pages in there, but I didn't. I only bought these size of the spiral, the coils. So I need to order some larger ones if I want to make larger notebooks or thicker notebooks. So this is for my 11, almost 12-year-old. And I just love her laugh. I was telling my husband yesterday, she was here yesterday, and she has such a boisterous laugh. It's like, it's infectious. I just love it. I love all their laughs. And a lot of times people will, who asked me? Somebody asked me one time if I loved my grandchildren more or my children more. And, you know, it's not that I love my grandchildren more. I love them different. It's a different kind of love. I have to buy food. Oh, yeah, so that's what my mom did. Oh, yeah, I wanted to make sure it was something they liked. Okay, so that's the 11, almost 12-year-old. Then this is the 11-year-old. He'll be 12 later this year. So like I have sets of grandchildren. So I have these three. I have, and these are the littles. These are the littles. And then the first four, the 1 through 4-year-olds, these are the minis. And this is how they've self-identified, guys. Well, kind of self-identified. The oldest ones did that. And then the 3 teenagers / adult, these are the bigs. So the bigs, the littles, and the minis. And they team up that way when they gather. Okay, so back to this one. This is for the 11-year-old boy, and he's into sports. He plays soccer, he plays basketball, he just loves sports, which I love because he's kind of more on the quiet side, but when you get him into sports, he comes out of his shell a little bit, which is great. Although my daughter says I don't like him coming out of his shell because now he's starting to give me that like teen boy attitude, and it's like, well, you know, he would have given you that anyway. That's just what happens when they hit a certain age. So I made this for him. And he's actually hurt right now. He's been taken off playing soccer for 2 weeks because he hurt his knee at school playing soccer. So he can't play for 2 weeks, which he's not happy about. All right, and then this is number 1. And I put that sticker on the back. You know, little stickers like this, you know, just to remind them you are awesome. It would be cool if they did that. I don't think they'll do that. But, you know, I'm okay with that. This one I added a sticker to. Same here on the back. And then this says, stop thinking, start doing. Work hard, play harder. Another basketball. And this one says, if you aren't going all the way, why go at all? This says, give it your best shot. All kind of little geared towards his love of sports, but also kind of encouraging him. Never panic, just play. And then let's see, is there another one? Yeah, some basketball, hoops, nets. And then it's not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. And then this one I used a black vellum. Isn't that cool? Okay, that's the 11-year-old boy. Then oh no. Did I mix them up? Oh, I didn't. The 17-year-old, 17? Yes. She just got her license, so send prayers. So I used kind of a teal vellum there, and I did this. She's so loving. She has such a good heart. This is the child who every Christmas since she was little would make a handmade note or card for me and for my husband, one for each of us, a separate one, telling her how grateful she was for us and how much she loved us. And she's like that with everybody in the family. She just has a really good heart. Hey, Froggy. Oh, yeah, I started at 2. Welcome, my friend, if I didn't see you earlier. And welcome to anybody that I may have missed. Thank you for being here. So anyway, this grandchild, they're all special, but each of them has a particular trait that just stands out to me and makes them who they are. And sometimes she's a bit of a perfectionist, though. She's always cleaning up after her brother and sister, and I'm like, leave it there, they'll clean it. She says, no, Grandma, I can't wait. It needs to be done now. And the older one tells me, see, Grandma, I tell her, wait, I'll take care of it, and she doesn't wait. But yeah, they'll figure things out on their own. And this says good vibes only. Enjoy the little things. And this one has, she's on the principal's honor roll. She has all A's. She's a junior in high school. And then this one says, you got this today. And what's funny is she has her license, but the older sister does not. So this one and the next one I'm going to show you, they're Irish twins. That means Irish twins are siblings that are 10 months or less than a year apart, something like that. Anyway, they're 10 months apart exactly. And so for a brief period of time, they're the same age. So right now, they're the same age. This one is 17 and the older one is 17, but the older one will be 18 next month. This one turned 17 last month. But she was motivated to drive before the older one. The older one said, nah, I'll just let her drive me around. Okay. Oh, happy day. And then one day at a time. Always make time for fun. I feel like I need to remind her of that sometimes. Hi, Melissa. How are you? No worries. I'm not really making anything today. I'm just kind of going through the little notebooks I made for my grandkids' Easter bags. And this says, oh, what a beautiful day. Here and now. And some more stickers on there. And then it says, it's a good day to have an awesome day. And then, oh, this is just the days of the week. This was like a paper for planning The best is yet to come. And then the vellum. And I did like this teal vellum on here too. So that's the younger 17-year-old. This is her sister, the other 17-year-old. She'll be 18 soon. And this one, she is graduating from high school next month. And she was so excited because she does an online learning where she goes to school one day a week and everything else is online at home. And I'm always asking her, "Are you on schedule? Are you on schedule?" "Yes, Grandma. Yes." And I'll check with my daughter, and my daughter will say, "I think she's falling behind." So I kind of have to nudge her along. This one I have to nudge along to everything. So she had her senior project due, and she couldn't figure out how to do it. So she kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And so my daughter finally said, "Mom, can you pick her up, take her to your house, and work on it with her?" So I did, and we finished it. I just She just needed guidance. She just needed for me to tell her, "Look, go back," because it was a summary of what they learned all semester in that class, or 2 semesters in that class. So I said, "Go back through all your projects, pick and choose, and just summarize, okay, for this unit, this is what I learned. These are the topics that we covered, and this is what I learned from that." So she did that. She just had to do a PowerPoint. So she went and presented it to her teacher yesterday. Teacher said, "Good job." She just needs to meet with her mom to sign off on her diploma, and then graduation ceremony is in May. And then she's done. She's basically done. Okay, so some more red vellum. This says, "Spread your wings and fly." So this grandchild was the challenging grandchild when she was little. This one, excuse me. Um, excuse me. I'm so sorry. When she was, I want to say in 3rd grade, um, if she didn't like what they were working on in class, would get up and walk out of class. So they had to come up with a plan to stop that behavior. Well, the teacher, and I knew the teacher because this was at the district I worked at. At least I thought I knew the teacher. I thought she could handle it. I thought she had good classroom management. Turns out she did not. One day, my grandchild needed to go to the restroom. So the teacher said, "Go, just go." And so she went, and she just stayed in the restroom. And teacher didn't notice right away. And when she finally noticed, calls um, the principal, who wasn't the best leader, and that I knew from other experiences working with that person. And that one has an umbrella. She ended up calling me, asking if I could go find my grandchild because they couldn't find her anywhere on campus. So my first thing was, So I told the superintendent, which is who I worked for, "I'm sorry, I have to leave to go to one of the school sites to find my grandchild because your staff cannot locate them." Superintendent looked at me and said, "What?" I said, "Uh-huh." He said, "Go find her. Let me know what happened. And I'm going to talk to the teacher about this." And I said, "Okay." So I went and I asked the teacher, "What happened?" She says, "Well, she had to use the bathroom. I let her go, but then she just didn't come back." So I said, "Did you look in the bathroom?" "Well, no." So I walked down to the little kid's bathroom, and as an adult, as an adult working at a school, you can't go into a bathroom by yourself. So I couldn't go in there. But I did say, I called her name and I said, "Grandma's here." And she was cute as a bug, and she's still cute as a bug. And I said, "Grandma's here. Get out here right now." I mean, in that, stern grandma voice. She popped out, and I said, "What's going on?" And she says, "My teacher hates me." The teacher did not hate her. And I said, "You're going back to class. And if grandma has to leave work again to come find you, or if mommy has to leave work to come find you, we're going to have a problem." Needless to say, she did not do that again. But the principal did have to come in and talk to my boss, who was a superintendent, and the teacher had a nice talking to. And what's funny is that teacher ended up leaving and is now a principal at some other school in another district. And it's like, oof, those poor kids. But this one was a challenge growing up, quite the challenge. But she has matured. Though she be small, though she be but small, she is fierce. I'm fading fast, you guys. What time is it? We still have time. So this is for the 17, almost 18-year-old. And she's decided now that she sees her sister able to just pick up and go because she has a license that she wants her license now. So she's working on that. And then last but not least, the 18-year-old. So I might have asked in the previous live, when is it a child too old to get an Easter basket or a bag from grandma? Oh no, you can't. We can't go in by ourselves over here because, and it's for the child's protection and the staff's protection because any child can say the staff member did this in the bathroom, and that would be your word against the child, and then you get put on leave until it's investigated. As just no, it's better. There are two adults. You can go. You can go in at the door and call for the child, but it has to be same gender adult. So if it's girls' bathroom, you have to send two female teachers or staff members. If it's a boys' bathroom, it has to be two male. So it's just to protect the kids and the staff. Thank you, T. Yeah, never go in that bathroom. You gotta protect yourself. All right. This is for the 18-year-old. So as I was saying, when is too old to give something to an Easter basket to your grandkids? I don't know. She's getting one. She's 18. She's still my baby. Oh, is that what the never is? Never is too old? Right. Never too old. Got it. Yeah. They get stuff from grandma. My husband's like, babe, she's 18. And I said, so? So what? Who cares? This one was quite the surprise to us. Beautiful. And she was a preemie. So when she was born, she was all of 2 pounds, 8 ounces. And she could fit in my son's hand, in the palm of his hand. She was so tiny. And she had a rough start to life. She was about a month old when she had, maybe 2 months old. Yeah, 2 months old. And she had to have surgery because she had a really bad infection and it ended up blocking her intestines. So they had to go in and cut out pieces of her intestine. But you would never know she has a problem with her intestines or she had a problem because this child can eat. And she's thriving. She made it through that surgery with flying colors. We were very blessed. There was a lot of praying going on. But yeah, she was just an itty bitty thing and had to have that surgery. Okay, this one says be happy. And part of why I chose this for her, so when the three girls were little, I used to color code their Easter baskets and things like that. So she would get yellow, then the next one would get purple, and then the third one would get pink. So she always got the yellow. And so that was part of the reason. But the other part is just because she always tries to find a positive outlook on everything. Like she was job hunting and boy, she was getting nowhere. And she's like, Grandma, I'm ready to give up. And I was like, no, that's not you. You know better. And so she didn't give up, of course. She got a job, thank goodness. And because I told her, baby, you know, I know you want things on your timetable, but God has a plan and it's on his timetable. And you don't know what his plan is, and you just have to go with it and know that there is a plan and be patient. This is an exercise in patience. It's a test for you. So she was like, oh crap. When she got the job, she called me, Grandma, you were so right. I just had to be patient. And it's finally here. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm like, told ya so. So but usually she's very like upbeat, and she is cute as can be. All of my grandchildren are beautiful, all of them. So some more stickers there. Now this one I know she'll use it as a little notebook in her bag. So be humble, be true, be wild, be you. That's for her. And then I used a black vellum again. So this is for the 18-year-old. So here, let me zoom back out. You've done a traveling for my ex. I love doing gift bags. Yeah. Um, one year. mm, yep. One year. I gave. I think it was for Christmas. I made a little gift baskets. Careful, guys. I'm going to try and zoom if I remember how to zoom the other way. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Um, um, and it was like a movie themed basket. Um, movie themed. What were the other ones? I did different theme baskets for the kids. And so they thoroughly enjoyed those, thoroughly. All right, so here's the 10 I made, you guys, for my grandbabies. Aren't they cute? So I just got to get those stickers laid out in a way that I can put them in. I might put them in like in a little cellophane baggie and put it inside those pockets. Um, and make some tags. I thought about putting their names on the back, like cutting their name out with a Cricut. We'll see if I have time to do that. If not, I know whose is whose. 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 8-year-old, 11, 11, 17, 17, 18. So I know whose is whose. I asked, your youngest is getting a mixing bowl filled with baking. Oh, I did one of those too, baking one. It was lots of fun. I like doing things like that for my kids and my grandkids. I was thinking about, and I'm not sure, depending how I feel tomorrow, because I'm not feeling good. And it is Holy Week, so I should be at home doing nothing but reflecting. Anyway, I was thinking because my oldest daughter, when I mentioned, oh, because I asked her, should I get the Bigs Easter baskets? And she's like, Mom, they're too old. They're, two of them are practically adults. One's an adult legally, and the other one's practically an adult. Excuse me. And she said, if you want to get us Easter baskets, you can get us some, with some cleaning supplies, gas cards. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. Depends how I feel tomorrow, of making Easter baskets for my children, taking her suggestion and putting like, a bottle of window cleaner, a bottle of all-purpose cleaner, maybe a roll of toilet paper, and things like that they can use in their household. We'll see. If I'm up to it, I'll do it. But I don't know. We have a few minutes left. Um, although I am fading fast. Uh, let me see if I can find. I'm sorry for yawning. Let me see if I can find the different papers so I can show you what papers they were that I used. And that way you're not guessing, because I'm always guessing at stuff. Oh, did you hear that one fall? That was one of them. Okay. So I showed you the one for the 1-year-old. Let me show that to you again. This is the one I used for the 1-year-old. Then this one, let's see if I can find that in my pile. I might have to grab more because I only grabbed about half of what I have in there. Yeah, I didn't grab that one. Let me go grab that one. Because I have a lot of these Echo Park collection kits. I get them, or typically I'll buy them when they have like a warehouse clearance. And I have to stop myself from buying more because I don't have any more space to store more. Okay, so then this one was this Bundle of Joy collection kit. So that's that one. Then this one, I know I grabbed it in the first pile. Let me see. What are we saying? Thank you. Yeah, a family basket. That's what we're gonna do. They'll get candy too. Yeah, they get candy. Not too much. I have to be careful because, like, my youngest daughter doesn't allow the kids, the 1 and the 4-year-old, to eat anything with red dye, or so I buy specific candies or treats that I know they can have too, because they're going to see their cousins have it. So I just want to make sure it's something they can have. Okay, what am I looking for? My mermaid paper. Oh, here it is. This is the Mermaid Dreams. So this is the one I used for that one. Then what was the next one? Oh, the Mickey one. Where is it? So many papers. This is just telling me I have too many papers. I even had some 4th of July papers. Let's see. Well, wouldn't you know, I didn't pull out the Mickey one. Okay, I'll grab that one later. Then this one, because I know I have it here. I'll grab the Mickey one later. This one is it this one? Yeah, this one is Getaway. So that was this book here. So let's see, that's 4. I still have to find that one. Then this one was, I think it was a Valentine's one, but it had all these flowers, so I thought it was perfect for her. It was, yeah, Love Notes. Then where's my other ones? This basketball one is Basketball by Lori Whitlock. Then this one here, Plan Your Day. Let me find it. It's Day in the Life. So that's what I used there. And then this one here, this Ladybug one, is Little Ladybug. And then the yellow one, I think that may be here as well. Was Be Happy. So that was that one. Now let me find that Mickey one. Did I completely use it up and throw it away? I doubt it. I really, really doubt it. But who knows at this point? No Mickey, no Mickey, no Mickey, no Mickey. Well, what do you know? I might have, no, I did not finish that. It's got to be somewhere around here. Let me look. One more. Oh, I know where it might be. Let me look one more place, guys, and then I will let you all go. Um, and have a wonderful day. And then I'm going to go to bed afterwards. So on Monday, what I'm thinking we'll do for my Monday morning live is continue to work on my uh, Kendra's Card Challenge 18 cards for this month because I haven't finished them. I know I cut them apart on a live with you guys, and I did some of them on a live with um, the team, with the Kendra's Card Challenge team. And well, that's interesting. I cannot find the Mickey paper. And I did some on a live last week with you guys. Oh, here it is. And was it last? No, it was earlier this week. It was Mondays probably. Anyway, I thought I would work on the rest of them on Monday with you. Here it is, guys. Believe in magic. So those were the papers I used. I had a ton of fun, of course. And now I just got to finish putting all their things together because I have the stuff. I have all the stuff to fill their bags, but I haven't quite filled them yet. I mean, I have the candy, I have the little eggs. I even bought some. I kind of tried to make things a little easier on me. Bought some pre-filled eggs with little toys in them, so they'll get those. Bitty pennies will go up. Be happy. Oh, you're right, and I have that. I have that printable. Hi, by the way, Cordelia. Oh, you have the digital and the love notes. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. All right, guys. Me too. I love Echo Park. It's a problem. It's a huge problem, guys. I have too many paper pads. And let me put these away. So Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, we will work on completing some more of my Kendra's Card Challenge 18 cards. And hopefully I can get them all done. I'll try and do a little more prep work because I have the pieces all cut. I just don't have like all the matte layers and everything. But I'm going to go lay down. I'm exhausted, guys. So tired. We'll see you on Monday. Everybody have a great rest of your week, a great weekend. And thank you so much for being here with me today. I truly appreciate you. Oh, Cordelia, I'm with you. I know. I had to stop. I almost got some today, but I stopped myself. All right, guys, I'm off. We'll see you on Monday morning. Thank you. Bye.